Boom, and there is the red light, and we are live up in this thing. So I'm gonna do my announcements as usual, and then we're gonna go around and we're gonna meet our guests in this room. Thank you, everyone, for that's not what I was gonna say. Oh, shit, I already did fucked up. That's that live though. We gonna roll with it. I like to say thank you out to all my subscribers and followers. I appreciate your support. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the link is in the description or it's floating across the bottom of the screen. Just make sure you hit that notification bell because I don't post on a fixed schedule. I post to my guest availability. So that way you don't miss out on anything like that. I see already got somebody just tapping on in. Appreciate you. What's up? Remember that it's absolutely free, 100% free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm always looking for guests to be on Wizzo Talk. So make sure you get in touch with me. You send a smoke signal, carry a pigeon, or whatever you got to do to get a hold to me, and we will get you on the show. Don't worry about a topic because I have plenty. You can just voice your comments on it. And you can also find Wizzo Talk on Spotify. So I upload this live on Spotify right after that. Wizzo also getting a little bit of merch. So over in the comments, I've added some links to merch, my merch, and some of the other guest merch. So y'all make sure y'all check them out and see what's going on with the merch. Those are your announcements. Take due notice thereof and govern yourselves accordingly. I don't know why I kind of like saying that shit. All right, we're gonna meet our guests. Come on, Seven, with that intro. What you got?
Yo, this your boy 7 Points of Bliss, aka the Pomegranate Samurai, man. More bliss, more life, man. And man, I just hope y'all having a good day out here, man. I wanna say thank you to Wizzo for having me on yet again, man. If y'all wanna check out some of my stuff, you can type in After Real Truth, all one word, in Google, and my clothes and all my merchandise will pop up. Check me out on the Cosmic Currency 777 on Spotify, Wizzo Talk on Spotify. Just give us a listen while y'all riding on the road, man. Thank you.
That's what's up. Y'all check it out. The link is in the description. So check him out over there. See what some of that merch look like. Come on there, Rico. What you got?
What's going on? It's me. I'm back once again. It's Rico from the podcast If Relationships Could Talk. You can follow us on all the major platforms on YouTube at Hosted by TY Network. And you can follow me personally at Riding with Rico on all the major platforms to include YouTube. And please be sure to comment on one of the topics that we talk about tonight.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. And last but not least, we got Vantonio. If I said that correctly, come on with it, right, brother.
What up, y'all? It's your guy Vantonio, aka Be Great on Purpose, BGOP. It's a mantra, lifestyle, and a standard. The links in the bio. Go check out the merch, bgopapparel.com. Also, you'll see a link, ipsctx.org. That's my nonprofit. We're a teen club. The word we go by, we tell kids there's no such word as impossible. The word is I'm possible. So if you're in Google, you can put in I'm possible teen club.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. I will be linking up with you too, because I'm in clean kind of regular and shit like that. Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday like that. So I might send you a message and kind of reach out to you right quick. So
Okay.
But before we get going, guys, I just got a couple other things. My fiance brought me this gavel. And because they're I don't know, a few months ago or whatever, it was some people getting kind of rowdy. So y'all don't make me hit the gavel on y'all ass up in this motherfucker there. Because I'm just saying, I will get to hit the gavel up in here. It says
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's got my name and it says Wizzo Talk President 2023 and continuing. So she brought me that for Valentine's Day. That's one of her days. I don't, I ain't gonna take that from her. I don't give a shit about that. But anyway,
I like
so guys, but also I want to put this out here. I've made a public post to invite MAGA supporters on because we're talking about Trump and the rise of the MAGA movement. No one answered that call. However, that's how I met Be Great on Purpose because we were chopping it up. I don't know if you remember in the comments about a few things.
Yeah.
So, and then I went on and invited you on the show. So I appreciate you coming on and taking the time out. As those Baptist preachers say, we won't be long, but that's a lie. So if you have to go, I understand.
Okay.
But with that being said, I'm going to read my first. I had an opening But when I made a comment, this guy said this. So I want to read this comment and see what y'all think about it, and then I'm gonna come back with what my original thing, I was gonna say. And as you know, we're gonna work the room and get everybody's input and let you all gonna come up about your own topic or your own talking point related to Trump and the rise of the MAGA movement, because it's not all about Wizzo talk. With that being said, here we go. So this guy, what he said? He said, "Soul Man, what's up, Rice? I see you. Appreciate you tapping in." He said, "When Malcolm X first hit the streets, weak black men was afraid because they seen someone who was not afraid to stand up to the system. Trump is the new Malcolm X of America.
Oh Lord.
Only the weak are afraid." That's what Soul Man said. So I just want to get y'all opinion on that. Is Trump the new Malcolm X of America? And we ain't got to go in no certain order. We just don't talk all over one another. But what y'all got?
Seven, you could get that first. Get it. Hey.
Hey man. I honestly think that white people was really trying this shit, bro. They want it so bad, but I don't think they understand what they're asking for, bro. I've seen a lot of white people talk about motherfuckers segregation again. I don't think they want that shit because motherfuckers is not really making anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we used to go back to that, black people would just take over all this shit yet again, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people, since we have been segregated, we've been lazy. But as far as Donald Trump being Malcolm X, hell no. I mean, maybe the white people, he may seem like it, but it also seemed like a lot of fucking white people was jumping off the Donald Trump bandwagon right now. I've seen videos of people talking about, so what did we do? Who do we vote for? Oh my God. Like, bro, I don't even understand why people still got trust in the fucking government. Everybody getting poisoned. It's not even till no one race. Everybody getting fucked. And everybody looking towards Donald Trump. The only thing I think good this nigga doing is shutting down the IRS and shit like that. Like, now I'm tired of paying taxes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we paying for? We're paying for our own fucking imprisonment. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing really special. I'm pretty sure Mark gonna jump on this bitch and suck Donald Trump toes like in that video. Motherfucker Wizzo posted with Donald Trump Elon shit, but yeah.
Yeah, before someone else go, let me let Melvin. Melvin just joined us. He told me he was gonna be a few minutes late, so let me let him do his intro, and then we're gonna touch on is Trump the new Malcolm X. Go ahead, Melvin.
What's going on, fellas? Melvin Derrico Jr., comedian out of South Florida, and personal friend of Mr. Wizzo, man. And I'm glad to be here to discuss if Donald Trump is the new Malcolm X. That's fucking
Okay, all right. So we're gonna see if Melvin or Rico, you got any one of you guys have anything on that? Is Donald Trump the new Malcolm X?
Look, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So I think what they're trying to say is he bucking the system, you know. To compare him to Malcolm X, like it sounds like it's from a white perspective, they don't understand the story. They're missing the assignment. But if they're just comparing him to somebody bucking the system,
They're still missing.
I still can't give. Pick somebody different. Pick OJ. Who else got off? I don't know. Nigga,
he said, "Who else got off?"
Not Malcolm though. Don't.
No.
He don't even got a day in this country. We ain't even gave Malcolm his day.
He'll never get a day.
Martin. I want to see if y'all said Martin. White people love him.
Malcolm X would never get a day in this country. But there is no comparison of the two. For one, Malcolm X had compassion for his people, but at the same time, I feel like he had compassion for all or some that wasn't trying to do him any harm. The orange man, he could care less about anyone. Only person he's loyal to is money. Also, when it comes to intellectually, there is no comparison. He is an idiot. Malcolm X went to prison, learned and probably taught everything that he know on his own and in the Muslim community. There is no comparison. And frankly, to me, it's offensive even when you try to toot. He is a coward, and Malcolm X stood on business for his people. So it makes I started sweating when you read that, like, or said that. Like, for real. Look at me, man. I'm telling you. Like, I was angry. Like, man, I'm hot. Hey, nah, man, there's no comparison. And then whoever his name was Soul, man, I pray to God that's not a black man that made that statement.
It looked like he was a white guy according to his picture,
Oh,
but I don't know if that was it or not. But I will say to the we have look like I have like 8 viewers watching. We're talking about Trump and the rise of the MAGA movement. Just so you guys know that's watching right now, I did post and ask for specifically MAGA supporters. Now I know how a couple of these guys roll. I know how Melvin rolled. Valentino, I don't know, but you and I chopped it up very little. So I don't know, but I want to just put it out there right now. Uh, who rolled with Trump? Anybody here roll with Trump? Or let me just say this: that think that Trump, the MAGA movement, is doing a great job so far.
oh.
I say it's doing a better job. So let's start with, I think we had 2 horrible choices.
Okay.
As a black man, I never expect anything from this system. But if you're going to make me play this game, I have to deal with my logical mind in what's in front of me. So for me, I've been arrested. I've been behind them bars 17 times plus. You know, I ran for city council here, here in Killeen. So I know there's a difference between this game of politics and somebody that cares for their community as well. So for me, like, out of the 2, I think we're getting a better result. And I want to see, there's so many things I question about this system. And he's going in and questioning and challenging it. I like seeing it. Get your feathers shook up. Nigga, mine been shook up for a long time.
Right.
Get yours shook up like they would do me. So I ain't tripping off of it. I want to see.
You said that you had to deal with your logical mind, but you didn't elaborate. Like, what was your thought process? Because I'm really curious to know what your thought process is, and the fact that you said, I know you said he's shaking it up, but at the end, when all that shaking up is over with, mine and your black ass is next. So I don't know.
So let me ask you
I know
this.
I'm gonna just tell you,
Let
because
me ask you this.
at the end of all of this,
Hold up.
huh?
One at a time, y'all. Go ahead, finish up, Rico. Let him finish up Antino, then I'll let you come on.
Because at the end of all of it, we are next. Did you just see that he told the DOJ to delete the database for the what's it called? The police misconduct database? They deleted it, right? Now all those racist cops, it's 150,000 of them. Now they can go back and become police again. Do you realize if you have children, what you voted for? You don't see it now, but I promise you, you will, and you're gonna hate yourself.
All right, let's let Valentino go and respond to that. What's up, B?
So it sounds to me like, when has this system ever been in your favor in your lifetime?
Actually, it's been in favor of my life my entire lifetime. I'm a retired military person, been retired 7 years, and I will never work again. But I use the system. So no, it comes down to making choices. Let me tell you something about. You said you've been to jail and all of that, right?
I just asked you a simple
question. Hold up, Rico.
Rico,
hold up.
You made your statement.
Rico, hold up. Oh. Rico, we gotta let him finish. He asked the question, so we have to let him finish.
Oh, okay.
So for me, I'm 45. I've never expected.
Damn, for real?
I've never expected this system.
Nigga, I thought he was 22.
Yeah, me too.
No,
I've never expected this system to play in my favor. My daddy taught me that when I was younger. So there's this thing called laws, LAWS. That's called legislation authorizing white supremacy. So I've known the law's been going against me since I was born. So I understand how you get tied up in a system and expecting it to do something for you. For me, I don't expect the system to do nothing for me, no matter who wins, the Democratic or the Republicans. I've never expected that. So when you're talking about that, I'm still gotta say, yeah, shake their ass up. Trump Trump is shaking them up. They nervous. I ain't nervous.
See,
They
let me
ain't
tell you,
making me nervous.
I'm that's not making me nervous either. But see, let me tell you the flip side of everything that you just said. Because see, I could relate
No,
to
did
everything
you
you
hear me
said,
say
everything
laws? Did you
everything
hear
you
me
done
say
been through.
laws?
Oh, I did hear
Did
you
you?
say laws.
Okay.
I heard, no, I heard you say laws because I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you, I don't know your life, but I do know mine, and
Mm-hmm.
I done some things, I done been through some things. But let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
one thing: my best friend, more like my brother, when I grew up, life isn't this; it's about choices.
Mm-hmm.
One morning we woke up in high school. Our cousin came and asked us to go steal some speakers from a club. I said no. He
Mm-hmm.
said yes. He got arrested. That was a decision. And our friendship or brother, us being that close, has never been the same. His life, he's been in and out of prison his entire life. I made choices that I knew for the better of me. But I can relate to what you're saying because all through high school, up until my senior year, I thought that I was supposed to grow up, sell dope like I was doing in high school, and just go live the rest of my life in and out of prison. I used to believe that. But no, that's because you institutionalized long before you ever went to jail. But it's the worst place that you can be is right here. But it's because of the culture that we grow up in. Let me tell you something. My wife, and that's why we're together
So
is
let me say something
hold on, let me
else.
finish.
Let me
My
say
Okay,
wife
let,
something
let
is
him.
to
else.
this day.
Not because you're missing something. I
No,
went to I went
okay, go
I
ahead.
went to junior college at Monterey Peninsula College. I went to Middle Tennessee State University. I went to an HBCU 2 years straight from high school. I ran for Nike for 4 years. So when you say that, yeah, I've been to jail because I had suspended license and I hid tickets when I was younger and that turned to warrants. So I had to sit that my stuff out. But it also forced me to understand that this system's not in my favor. So then I had to start creating LLCs and corporations and nonprofits because I understand that in order to move through a system, you have to play by system rules. So when you talk about Donald Trump, I got to hit you with a Jay-Z bar. Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So you got to realize I have Vantonio LLC because when I navigate through this system that's in front of me, I have to play a certain way to get the results I want so I can make the changes I need to make. But I never expected the system to play in my favor. So long as I can get the paperwork and I can hide behind a corporation and navigate the way I need to navigate, I could get things a little bit easier. Now, I understand my skin color and all that, it's always going to have its challenges. And I've understood that for a long time. And like I said, I know there's laws, LAWS. There's laws against loud music. There's stereo. I know this system is against me, but I also have to play in a way that protects myself and protects my family and with what's in front of me. I could sit here and say, okay, I could go attack this like Huey Newton, and I know that's a threat to the system. Or I could do the same thing and play by the system rules so now I could live long enough to have impact on my community versus expecting the system to play in my favor, whether you Democrat or Republican. I didn't expect it to play in my favor. It's the same
I
Let
bird.
me
definitely
Left wing, right wing, it's the same bird.
before you go, come back, Rico. Let me see what
okay.
Melvin, because I don't want it to be just between two people going back and forth. But so what I advise everybody to do, maybe take a note, and we can always rewind. But I just want to make sure everybody get a chance to touch on something that's said right here. So in 7, I'm gonna come back to you, and then after that, I'm gonna hit Rico. And y'all, please make sure you check out the comments, cause Rice and some other guys posted in the comments. What you got there, Mel?
Yeah. So if you go back to the presidential debate he had, I believe, with Hillary, all the way in 2016. Very shockingly, on national TV in front of the whole country, he said, "I know your system is flawed, and it's flawed because I've went against the system. If you don't like it, do something about it." Meaning with tax evasion and etc. Uh, Now, seeing that he's doing something about it, maybe his approach is ruffling a little feathers, but I find it just very interesting. I wouldn't dare. I mean, what? It ain't even been 2 months. They call him Malcolm X. That's crazy. But I mean, yeah. Like now, one thing I can say. I mean, he's you can't. If you could, if one thing you could say about this dude, there's a lot of things you could say about him. He do love his country though, regardless of your patriotism, regardless of what you think, regardless of how you think he views what the country should be. He does give a damn. He does care. I do see effort. Now, it might not be in our favor as black people, clearly because we have different opinions. So maybe some people feel like it is, but no, I just think I think it's his aggressive approach, and the comedian in me, I see it as also being a little petty, based off how they did him, and his legal issues, and now it's like, oh, now that I'm up, I got something for that ad. You know what I'm saying? So it comes off a little petty, but we just got to play the waiting game and see. You can only control what you control, right? If our vote mattered, if he's in, that was our control. So now that he's in, all we could do is play the waiting game and see what happens. We can't do nothing else.
Gotcha. All right. For before seven go, V. Can I just say V? All right, V.
Mhm.
Hey, I appreciate you, man, being putting your personal info out there. So getting down personal, you didn't have to do that. So I appreciate you for that right there, bro. All right, seven. What you got, seven?
Man, first I just want to say, my man V said he was 45. Man, that shit still blowing my mind, bro. What the
Yeah.
And what kind of skin
He
routine you
look
got?
younger than a motherfucker.
fuck is going on, bro? This man
Drinking
is
baby blood.
old. He like Sade. Dude, I thought you was gonna say you was 25, bro. This shit's crazy. Also, I want to
I
say
appreciate you, bro.
to my man's up here, man. When he was talking about the police, they files getting deleted and shit, and they coming back. Hey, none of this shit would be a problem if we was smoking their ass in the first fucking place. And then the problem, this the thing, man. I know y'all be tired of talking about and hearing me talk about killing motherfuckers, but listen,
No, we love it actually.
these people have been killing us for so long, and all we've been doing is marching. Nigga,
And
we was
praying.
marching, niggas was turning water hoses on us. We was marching, niggas let dogs out on us. We was not killing motherfuckers. I would have killed them dogs, and I would have killed them people and their motherfucking kids. This is what they've been doing to us in slavery. They've been killing our unborn children. They've been killing our children that have been born. The men, the women, they don't give a fuck, bro. It's gonna come to a time, and I want y'all to mark my words. It's coming to a time, right? That all this shit gonna stop. Y'all worried about our kids not having no structure, nigga. These kids that y'all think is wild, these kids that y'all think are untamable, are our ancestors come back, and they saying
100%.
fuck this system because they don't want to be cooperating with the enemy. I
Mhm.
know y'all be talking about voting. Nigga, I didn't vote. I don't vote. I don't do none of that shit. You know why? Because I don't believe in cooperating with the enemy system. Yeah, I might got a job to survive, but trust me, dog, I don't go to none of their facilities to get healed or none of that shit, dog. I don't be trusting their food like that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit I don't fuck with because you learn otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be watching the youth, and we need to really be leading them, because what my man said about that database shit is wild. And if these cops thinking they about to come back up in here and do the shit that they was doing before, putting knees on niggas' necks and choking niggas out till they die, bro, listen, there was a video of a motherfucking cop choking a motherfucker. Wait, no, you know what? I think he was a fire officer or some shit like that. He was choking the nigga out, and the girl pulled a gun out and shot the dude because that was her boyfriend. She had told him to stop. And it's like shit like that is happening. People starting to get their minds right because, bro, listen, it's only so many times you can say stop it and niggas still kill your loved ones. And now you sitting there looking, thinking about what you could have did. Man, we need to motherfucking get our minds right, bro.
Yeah, and Rico, I'm gonna let you go, but I just want to go on and put it on that. I knew Seven was going. Seven is very vocal about what he want to do to some motherfuckers. So I just want to just make sure that everybody know, hey, it's free speech. He has a right to say whatever the fuck he want to say. You know, whether I promote that or not, I'm not going to get entertained that. But those are his thoughts and actions. So here on Wizzo Talk, he has a right to say whatever he want to say. I've already been in YouTube jail one time. If the motherfuckers ban me again, I don't give a fuck because I ain't making no money on this shit any goddamn way. So, but we want to make sure we get our point across. So I'm gonna let Rico go ahead and go, and then I'm gonna bring up one other thing unless V has something that he wants to say on something. So Rico, go ahead.
Hey, first, man, I want to let you know, like, I'm not attacking you. I'm not mad at you or none of that stuff. I would never do that. You, my brother. But what I did do was, I let my emotions get the best of me because at the end of the day, I know that that man is a threat to my family. All the other things that I don't like about the Democratic Party pushing the gay shit, the feminization of the black man, no, but none of those are a direct threat to my family at the end of the day. So, but on to what else I was going to say. You were talking to me as if I wasn't black. You choose to see things like that, but see the way I see things is in a positive light, because with what you're saying, if kids see this, you have given them an expectation that that's okay because it was what was expected of me. I choose to give kids something more to attain, something going to give them focus and let them know they can be a lot greater than what they are. You see me as expecting the system to navigate me, expecting the system to do something for me. No, get this, what I done. I made a 20-year plan. I told my best friend, I said, I got a 20-year plan. I'm gonna come back in 20 years and I'm never going to work again. And what I choose to see it as, I navigated the system for 20 plus years in the military because that was the best way for me to get not just myself, but my family, my kids, my grandkids set up. So the way you see it, I worked within the system, and now I currently use the system to create even more opportunities for my children because they can go to school in any school in the state of Texas for free. They get paid $1,500 a month just to go to school because they don't want them to have to work. So no, I want to tell kids that they can do that, but don't expect. I know you didn't say expect to go to jail, but you didn't give them any type of expectation. I'm not saying your way is wrong, but in my opinion, my way is positive and yours is pushing, is a negative way to see things. You limiting the way a child would think.
I apologize you feel that way. And what I was saying, that if you think the left side or the right side or Kamala or Trump, if you think one of them is more of a threat to your family than the other, then we just totally miscommunicated.
I said direct threat.
Direct threat, indirect. If you don't see them as the same threat, then we don't see it the same way.
That's because the threats that they have, I can protect my family from those. My wife and I, we very comfortable in life, and I can protect mine from those threats by using the system. My kids are not exposed to the things that I was exposed to when I was coming up. So no, because you see those things, I can protect my mind from. So no.
The whether these 15, however many cops come back, to me they're still out there. And with that mentality, they don't need a badge. So to me, it's just whether they're saying, hey, I busted him because he identifies as this or whatever, or that's their excuse for knocking me off, or he's a direct threat to me, they're the same. I just see them as the same.
We agree to disagree.
Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna
Exactly.
do that. So but as long as we having that discussion, that conversation, everything is everything. So let me just
But isn't that what? But isn't that kind of what Trump was fighting for when he said freedom of speech? Then he still allow them to
You
miscommute. So
hold
you're
on.
even able to have this.
There's a difference between his freedom of speech and yours. Go online and type something
Okay.
crazy. Watch you lose your voice.
okay.
Exactly.
Let me say this right here. Um,
Laws. I play my music too loud. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get a ticket. So laws. I
yeah,
get
let
it.
me say this. I know that like if we're right here now, or I've seen on TikTok and people are cussing and they like that motherfucker need to be hung. Them MAGA supporters ain't worth the shit. Fuck them motherfuckers. Blah 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 whatever. But when I type that, TikTok then banned took my fucking comment down when the
Exactly.
same guy was verbally saying that. So, but that I just wanted to get that out there, and then I'm gonna just touch on cops in the laws. I think now y'all can look this up because it's old and the thing here on Wizzo Talk, we don't never know where this fucking conversation going. But I remember that the Democrats was trying to put the cops in a system so if they do something bad or corrupt or whatever, they can't get rehired, and Republicans was against that. So I do remember that. I don't have the full story. I just wanted to touch on that, and then just touch on one other thing here. People like Trump as a businessman, whether he give a shit about people. I know Democrats seems to care a whole lot about people, too much about people. That's why they're giving money all around the world. Trump is up in there. He's saying, "Fuck the world. We're gonna start right here, and we're gonna get our shit right here first." And he wants to. Now he may not have the right way of going about doing it. I don't know, like Melvin was saying or something like that. His delivery can totally be wrong, but it just seemed like Republicans care about, in my opinion, money and power, and they're good for the small business. Like V was saying, with LLC and blah blah blah. And I've heard other guys on the podcast before say how they business have profited from that. And one other guy was saying, I believe it was Jason, saying that if Kamala Harris would have won, she's talking about taxing the rich. He already knew that meant that his ass was going to get hit by that too. So, but I just want to touch on those key points. I'm gonna go around the room one more time before I move on to something else. If anybody got something,
Um, um, it was something about dang man, it just
yeah, we gotta write that shit down.
it was something about what you said, Wizzo. God dang it. It was something about what you
Let
had.
me.
I know. I before anybody get to thinking, I voted Democratic, yes, but I agree with a lot of things on the. I'm not totally against them, but I feel like the Republicans are a physical threat to me and my family, immediate threat to my family. So that's why I go that way. At the end of the day, me not voting for him puts money in my pocket. That's how serious it was for me. I would have lost money had she won.
I got you, V.
Yeah, but no, I'm done. I think
Okay.
that's all.
Hey, and you guys check out the comments because CH just posted something about free speech. But go ahead, V.
Bruh, we're sitting here doing a podcast. Like you can't feel too much of a threat if you're sitting here doing a podcast.
Come on, man. You have to think way bigger than that, man. You got to get out of that. You
Bruh,
thinking right now,
you're talking about.
currently, I see
Hold on,
life
only
way.
one at a time, Rico. Let him
So
finish.
so
Let him finish right quick.
Yeah.
so no, I'm gonna give you the floor back to you. When you say direct threat, help me understand that.
A direct threat, meaning exactly with him deleting the police misconduct database. Now those racist cops are about to start flooding cities all around the country, mainly cities that will police our people. And I guarantee you within the next year, more and more deaths are going to start happening. Guess why? Because he already said that he's going to take the cuffs off of the police. One of his people just said on TV that it's time to get Derek Chauvin out of jail. That's the man that's killed George Floyd. So tell me, who is the direct threat? Or do you say the Democrats? Yeah, they pushing this gay thing, the feminization of the black man, and all kinds of other things that I don't agree
I got
with.
you, Mel.
But physical harm in man, come on, man. There's no comparison.
Do you
But
know
you
who?
think right
I
now,
wrote
man.
this
You
down.
thinking right
This for this
now. I
podcast.
think I see things in the long run. You're thinking too small. You got to think way ahead.
All right, let's see what V got, and then I need to come over to Melvin. V, what you write there? Because I didn't get to see that.
It's a name. It's a
Mhm.
name. It's Alice Mary Johnson.
Mhm.
Who is that?
We should find out who that
Okay.
is.
All right, let me come right here to Melvin then. Melvin, what were you gonna say?
No, I was responding to I was gonna respond to what was said. Because I was confused as well as far as, or just needed more clarification on direct threat. So I'm glad he kind of broke it down a little bit. But I get what you're saying. Like, you're saying currently, you're not focusing on current, you're thinking a long run. But my question is, hasn't police genocide been a problem for a minute now?
God damn, finally somebody thinking.
No, but it's about to get worse. It's about to become worse.
Hold up, y'all. Let's let him finish. Let's let it finish.
Potentially.
It's
You
no
gotta
potential.
Okay. I'll take that back. I'll give you an example. I work for the post office, right? So I'm getting all kind of people worried about me. Am I gonna get fired? All kind of crap, right? Now, I'm in Palm Beach, which is Trump County. My office is 2 minutes from his golf course. I see white people out there with signs all day. People should be with their grandkids, but they out there with flags and stuff weekly. They love this man down there. I understand that he's played off this. He gives them this sense of bravery. He gives them this sense of confidence, which is why January 6th happened. January 6th don't happen just with Kamala, bro. It don't. Right? Or even Hillary, or even Biden, right? January 6th happens because of him. Cool. But this is hypothetical, is what I'm trying to explain. There is no clear-cut fact that it's going to get worse. You can assume, it's an assumption that it can get worse, which is why you feel like it's a threat. But what my man's up here is trying to say is you got to put your feelings in your pocket, because feeling isn't fact.
You don't feel that.
I got you, Rico. Let's let him finish. I got you.
And
Make
I'm
a note
gonna
if you have to make a note.
Yeah.
No,
I gotta go to 7.
I don't
I
have
to
nothing
go
to say about nothing he said.
I gotta go to 7, but Rico, go ahead. I mean, Melvin, finish.
Yeah, I don't want to take too long, but yeah, I'm just saying. My question was the same as his. Like, what was the direct threat? So I'm glad you explained it. But I'm saying too, it's okay to feel that, but just know it's been happening. So it can get worse, but it's already bad. That's all.
It's gonna get worse.
Let's see what 7 got on there, and then I need to see what Rico got before we move on to something else.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
Hey man, I just want to say, man, Trump do got these white people out here feeling like superheroes. These white people out here ready to be motherfucking making citizens arrest, dog.
Yeah.
And I wish I be ready for a motherfucker to put their hands on me. You feel me? I'm gonna put something hot in the motherfucker.
Man, we are all men. They would never come up to one of us like that.
Listen,
they do
I
that
be
to
ready. I be ready for a white lady to come in and say, "You can't say it, bitch, shut your mouth." Hey man, and to whoever, I don't know who CH is, and I don't even want to disrespect him like that. But hey man, this is freedom of speech shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Nigga, I don't let my enemies tell me what I'm free to do. Fuck them and the government. Nigga, fuck the United States. I don't give a fuck. This is my land. This is my people land. I don't care about any of that. And if anybody got a problem with me talking about killing my enemies, while my enemies out here killing my children, killing my sisters, my queens, and my brothers out here, I don't care. Bro, you say letting the enemies kill us and not saying shit to the enemy. What you want us to do? To thank you so much, sir, for killing us. Or we just gonna keep making more. No, man. Fuck all the bullshit, bro. It's just like motherfucking Mark calling us boys. Motherfuckers out here, they want to call us. They still want to call us that shit. Yeah. That shit wild to me, bro.
Yeah.
We all know the police gonna be trying to do exactly what my man talking about. They're gonna try to come back on the scene. Hey, man, we can't allow people to keep doing the same fucking thing to us, bro. You're like, we be out here like little kids just waiting for motherfuckers to discipline us. Our enemies give us our fucking books that we learn from in school. They give us our laws. Nigga, them the two things to brainwash motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about no freedom of speech or any of that. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. And I ain't even gonna do no crazy shit to hurt nobody else because that's just within the laws of my art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hurt nobody else's reality, dog. I'm just trying to live in peace with my people and take care of my community when I can. You know what I'm saying? But people out here, they want us to bow down and die for some reason, bro. I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? And we really need, I'm going to say this again, we really need to get all the kids that we think troublemakers, and we need to guide them and teach them how to use these weapons properly, right? And sit them down, get their minds right, right? Teach them how to farm, all that shit, and let them know that in no situation are we allowed to these motherfucking police to come in and hurt our communities, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers, they still out here trying to hurt us. They ain't slowing down. So what the fuck are we doing?
All right, let me let Mel go, and I'm gonna just put this out here, guys. I came out with one question about Malcolm X's Trump. We'd have been all over the goddamn place.
40 minutes in.
Hey, but that's how it is on Wizzo Talk. It's like a Mike Tyson fight. If you leave to go get popcorn or you blink, you're gonna miss some shit. You're gonna miss some deep shit because we all over every goddamn where. I got about 20 questions. I ain't read but one of them motherfuckers. But we putting out some good positive shit and we getting some personal stuff out. And that's what I like to kind of do. You know, I like to get deep down and personal. I really don't give a shit about these questions, you know, but I will touch on some of them. But you guys are speaking personal and some of you are speaking with some passion about that shit. But with that being said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Let me see what Melvin gonna say right quick.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up the flow of your show, so I want you to get to the questions. All I had to say to Seven was, I'm gonna reach out to my man Dr. Umar, and we're gonna get you your own course at the FDMG Academy, bro. I'm gonna reach out to my mans. I'm gonna send the email. We gonna try to get you up there, and where is it at? I think it's in Delaware. The school. I think it's in Delaware, but yeah, we got to get you up there with Doc.
Wait a minute, who is that? You talking about who? I'm sorry, I was writing something. Who got to get up there?
Seven. Oh. Seven, man. Mr. White people are the enemy. We're gonna get you up there, Doc.
Man, ain't just white people the enemy, brother.
I'm gonna say this on Umar. Umar, Dr. Umar. I agree with some things he say, but some things I don't really care about what he says. But of course, I ain't supposed to agree with everything. But some of the stuff he say, I feel, and then some of the shit I don't. But that's neither here nor there. Anybody got else want to throw something else out before I read something? Because I mean, I can read some questions, but we got some good fire shit going too. So
yeah. Hey, man, I want to say one. Oh, go ahead, my bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I just want to say, hey man, we gotta remember also, but there have been a lot of experiments done on our communities, social experiments and otherwise, that I think a lot of people really forget about. Like motherfuckers was testing syphilis on our people and all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget about this. So when we are looking at things in the current times, right, we have to realize that shit like them deleting these motherfucking documents with these bad police and them coming back, this is another social experiment to see what we're gonna do and what we're gonna allow to be done to us. You know what I mean? We don't look at these things in current times as these type of things until after they've happened, but ain't nothing different from this than them giving our ancestors blankets with smallpox on the back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to look at this shit current and we got to look at it how it is. You know what I'm saying? The enemy is not going to fight the same war the same way all the time. And we have to see that. And as far as like when my man said white people being an enemy, hey, brother, I just want to let you know that the word black means to be pale. So the word white actually means in law to be like one with the land, to be sovereign. You know what I mean? So we actually got that backwards and flipped around too. So we really don't even know our own power because we don't even know who we are. Once we figure out that we are the true indigenous people of this land, the so-called Indians, aka Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll really have our power back. but we really don't know. And Trump is actually doing some crazy shit where he getting rid of these people, because I heard he was getting rid of motherfucking Native American people too. And
Yeah,
not even Native Americans. They really like some motherfucking
Siberia.
Eskimo motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Siberia.
So
Yeah.
That's
All right,
what
let me
it's
see. Come on, V, what you got?
Man, my man, what he was saying remind me of Tupac. When Pac was saying, man, we ain't knocking at the door no more. We finna kick this motherfucker down.
Man, when we hungry,
Yeah,
we walking
like-
by, you got food
With
in
the
there.
homeless
I know what you're
people.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
hungry. Please
Yeah.
listen.
By the fifth time, we coming through the door. Bang, where the food at, mother? Yeah.
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 It's a lot. It's a lot of us that keep it legal, got license to carry. It ain't gonna be the same. It ain't gonna be the same.
Oh
way.
no. It's
No.
not.
And you know what, V, I'll let you go back, but let me say this right here since you mentioned that. I follow a couple of black gun pages on Facebook or whatever, and they got women out there, they got kids out there, they teaching them how to handle those weapons and stuff like that. So it's not going to be like it used to be back in the day right now, because it's a shitload of black people that has firearms. And I don't know the story because as I didn't know where we was going with this shit, but it was some young girl that didn't wind up shooting a cop because I think he was doing something. Say again.
I saw that.
We're doing something to a mom or doing something to somebody, but
that's what I was talking about.
Seven has been preaching this way back in V7 has been on a whole lot of my podcasts, and Seven has been talking about, you know, black people stop letting this shit happen in your neighborhood or whatever when these cops come in and they doing this and doing like that and standing up, and that's what this kid done. And I don't remember the story because I didn't know where we was going, but wind up shooting and killing that cop. I think. I'm not sure.
Died. Yeah,
he did.
She shot that motherfucker in the head or some shit, right?
Okay, yeah. So we talking about the same thing. So we're just talking about. So it's gonna be a new day, but let me let V go ahead and finish with his point right there.
Oh, I was done.
Okay,
so
let me go ahead, Seven.
No, I just want to say, when you were speaking about back in the day, I think what we don't remember is because we think about things from when we were shorties and maybe like 2 generations back. But when we really going back in the days when black people actually had their own shit, the man, it was more than one gun in the house. The man had to go outside on some other shit. He had the rifle, and the woman stayed on the porch with the shotgun. God damn it, she had his back. So we really need to like recondition ourselves to understand that men and women in our communities back in the day, they already knew how to use guns, man. And it wasn't even that long ago, because my auntie and them is only like 60 something. And she be telling me stories about how they taught them how to use shotguns and shit in Mississippi when they was little girls. So we really need to reconstruct our minds on understanding what it is like to have these things and use them together as a team, as a solid unit.
I totally agree with that because my bad.
Oh, go ahead. What were you say, Rico?
No, I totally agree with what that last part that he was saying, because ever since 2008, when President Obama won, these people saw their own mortality when a black man won the presidency. And I truly believe within my heart, had she won, we'd already be in a civil war right now. These white men, once they lose the majority, they have no power. They are terrified that the world will do to them what they have done to everyone else. That is what's going on right now. They're not making all of these moves because they ever plan on releasing power to no one other than another white man right now. They're not making these changes because of that. They're making changes to change this into a dictatorship and preparing for war. I guarantee you that it's all in Project 2020-25, which he said he didn't know nothing about, but it's playing out page for page.
Bar for bar.
Exactly.
So our viewers have increased. So let me just remind the viewers that it is absolutely free, 100% free to like, share, and subscribe. So also please check out some of the links in the chat, because a lot of us got some merch out there, some stuff like that. And we appreciate your support with that also. So I just wanted to make sure I covered that. And V, I got that name. I wrote it down, so I definitely will check that out and see what's going on with that. So let me ask y'all this right here. Kamala Harris said that Trump, if he won, he was going to be the puppet. And everybody's going to be able to tell him what to do and how to do it, when to shit, when to piss, and do whatever.
Yep. And that's exactly what's
They
happening.
used to say, hold up a second, y'all. They used to say, for Biden, they used to say, where is Kamala Harris at? Where is Kamala Harris at? Now I'll say, where's JD Vance? Because I see Elon Musk up there more than I see anybody. He's got his chainsaw on stage. He's doing this and doing that. And can we really believe that the numbers they are saying are true? I don't know. Proof hadn't came up about that. We also know that Trump has said a whole bunch of stuff. So my question to you guys, is Trump the puppet and he's just been played? Or, okay, Melvin, I'm going to come to you first. Or is he really the shot caller or whatever? So let me come to Melvin and then I'm going to come to you next, V. Melvin, what's up?
Can we name any president that wasn't?
God damn, I love this guy. Bravo.
Thank you.
Every last one of them had a hand up their ass.
As soon as she said that, I thought, bitch, you was gonna be a puppet. What do you?
Presidents or figureheads.
Okay.
Hold on, let it finish.
I'm gonna go on the high road. I had a good day. I got off early, so I'm gonna be respectful. Okay. Kamala Harris, if she is black, that's the queen, that's the sister, so I'm gonna respect her. I disagree. It's up for grabs. I don't know, but look, this is my opinion. I feel like the president is quote unquote. Okay, let me just say, if voting actually did something, it would be illegal. If my vote could actually change what the country does, our people would have been in a better spot years ago.
This nigga need to be a passive fucking comedian, bro. God, man.
I say all this to say I don't want people to feel like your vote meant nothing. It don't count. Look, because locally, your vote is paramount. Your school superintendents, when you get your trash picked up, all that, your school board members, all that, your governor, your vote is paramount. But when it comes to what the hell they doing on whatever 100 Pennsylvania Ave in DC, bro, them people know they have their own agendas, dog.
Right.
She's hating as Chris Brown. She's hating because she couldn't get in the club. She outside the club. All right. It's the same woman who went with the narrative that she's black. That's why every single time she spoke, her white husband was nowhere in sight. She was appealing and pandering to black people. It's the same woman who got no women of substance, and we got Cardi B, Fat Joe, Eminem, Megan Thee Stallion, all these clowns to speak to us. She has no right to call anybody a puppet when she completely fumbled her campaign the moment we didn't ask for the bitch. Didn't even ask for it. Joe just left. Hey man, I'm out. I don't know what's going on. They told me I gotta go. What? I don't know. They fired. I don't know. He's gone. She has no right to say that. Completely disagree. But much love to the queen. If she,
all right, V, come on with it. Then we're gonna Rico and 7.
He said almost everything I wanted to say.
Yes.
But then while he was saying it, it brought me back to, man, she's such a threat to our democracy. Y'all don't realize she was put in a place with no democratic process or anything. That's something to be afraid of. That's something to be afraid of. Like,
dog, could you imagine them UN meetings where they don't even respect women in their country?
yeah. So then we talking about puppet, like, man, bruh, like, I really tried with my soul, with all my soul, to give this woman a chance until I heard her speak. And the more she spoke, and she has the nerve to call somebody a puppet? Come on, bro. If that's not scary to you, someone that poses as you, someone that was put there without a democratic process, somebody that's she can't speak for.
Washing greens in the tub. Washing greens in the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's scary, bro. That to me, that's
Fuck out.
scary. When you talk about immediate, that's scary. That's like like that picture of Drake when they put the black face up, and now they got it for president on us. Like, come on, bro. Like that hurts.
All right. Let's hey, to the viewers out there, I appreciate it if you guys to share the live, get more people in, get more comments, and get more thoughts.
most
I
of-
appreciate it
most
because
of black
you
women.
actually, I got you, Mel. I gotta let Rico go and then 7 because you actually never know where this conversation is gonna go. So let me go to Rico. I'm gonna hit 7 and I'm gonna come back to you, Mel. Rico, go ahead.
Man, democracy, first thing, is a myth and it doesn't exist. Democracy means governed by the people. This is a capitalistic country. It's governed and ruled by the people, the person with the most money. I totally agree with everything. I forgot the man. What's his name?
Valentino,
Yeah.
Melvin.
But this him right here.
Melvin.
Yes. I agree
no.
with everything that totally agree with everything that he said. It's like it was really no way to follow it, but he hit the nail on the head. But Valentino, you said Kamala Harris was a threat to democracy. This man is removing democracy as you know it currently right now.
It goes back.
Oh, go ahead. Let me go on. Go ahead. I was trying to go to 7. Go ahead.
It goes back to what I initially said. Left wing, right wing is the same bird, and they're both against you. Laws, LAWS, legislation authorizing white supremacy. No matter who's up there. No matter who's up there. So now we're sitting here arguing. I don't want to say arguing. We're sitting here debating over Democratic or Republican, but we're sitting here saying our vote never mattered. Our opinion never mattered in the democratic process. So now, why are we even tripping over what's going on? Why we're doing more tripping than building of our own? Even like, imagine if we were building more black companies, we wouldn't be tripping over DEI and all that stuff. So no matter what, it's against us until we do our. My grandma used to say, if you don't like my rules, get out and get your own. So until we build our own party, our own process, arguing over left or right, it's the same bird. They're both immediate threats. They're both distant threats. They're both whatever threats you want to call them.
All right. We're going 7 and then we got you, Mel. I got you after 7.
Hey, my boy V sounding a lot like Soldier Boy right now. Real strategic, man. Hey, motherfuckers be laughing at Soldier Boy, but that's only because motherfuckers don't know how to think. Soldier Boy told him, y'all out here buying motherfucking Xbox and PlayStation. He had his own game consoles, and nigga wasn't even trying to fuck with it. And he was trying to make all black-owned video games to go on that bitch too. Niggas ain't even ready for that kind of shit, man. But also, I also want to say this, man. The Kamala Harris thing is funny because the sisters was going so hard for Kamala, right? They was going so hard for her, and she wasn't talking about shit. And I typically don't even watch none of this shit because I don't vote, because all this shit is like voting to me. Even that when I was like 19, I noticed this. Voting to me is like watching two mentally retarded kids argue about each other's past. Motherfuckers be bringing up shit they did when they was teenagers, and we're supposed to be living in a civilized world with adults. Niggas out here arguing like children, and this is what y'all choose to vote for is wild to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even participate in that shit. But listen to Kamala Harris talk, literally was making my brain hurt, man. It's like watching Adult Swim when they had all their party shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking like the sisters was really going hard for her because she was a sister, but she not a sister. And then I think the women was really going even harder for her because Kamala don't even love black men. So I know she ain't no motherfucking black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's another reason why a lot of these sisters was going hard for because they really don't even love us for real, bro. They really be hating on it. But it's not even their fault because they've been brainwashed with social media to think like that. But to me, if I was a black woman and I seen that there was a woman who said she was a black woman, but she had a white husband, hey, I wouldn't even be fucking with it because you hate your own kind. Anytime you're not willing to be with your own kind and reproduce to make your own kind, you hate your own kind. You feel me? If you ain't trying to make more of you, nigga, you don't love you. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is wild. But at the same time, it's kind of like we not paying attention to the world at all. When we say that some people are puppets and we're not paying attention, anybody you gotta vote for is a puppet, bro. They are part of the matrix. They're agents, bro. We're not even looking at that shit. You know what I'm saying? You were saying that some people are alright to vote for. These the same motherfuckers who was letting goddamn lead water go in Flint, Michigan. Nobody even went to jail for that, and the mayor knew that shit was lead in the fucking water the whole time. Nobody went to jail, bro. Do anybody understand the significance in that? This nigga fucked up thousands upon thousands of people's lives, and he knew what he was doing, and nobody took no type of repercussions
in the whole community
with that shit. And how much more shit do you think is going on like that in America? That's why I keep trying to say, bro, y'all putting y'all trust in these people voting when we should not even be giving no fuck about none of that shit. You really should be teaching your kids yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then, like my man said, starting your own businesses, working with your communities. You know what I'm saying? We cannot keep trusting our enemies to take care of us, bro. I can't say that enough.
Right. And before you go, Mel, what's up, Will? I see you. I appreciate all of the viewers that's watching out there. Appreciate y'all comments and appreciate y'all support. I got the comment right here that I left up. The problem with building more black companies is that black communities actually has to support it. But leave a pin off in that because we've covered that just a lot more. I appreciate that comment. But Melvin, we're going to come back to you guys. Y'all know we all over the place. So make sure y'all make a note because we've been covered 12 fucking topics and you're going to be able to forgot your shit. So let me come back to Mel because I don't even know what the fuck he want to talk about.
I try not to get
That's
off
okay.
topic.
Go ahead because we rolling with that shit. I don't care.
But I very rarely respond to the comments, and it's not strategic. It's just we are kind of like focused on us a lot. But there's a comment in here from Cultural Knowledge. I'm gonna assume it's a female by Takaya. And it says most of y'all just hate women and especially black women. Face palm, nails, rolling eyes emoji. Now, my queen, assuming you black, Takaya, shout out to your mom. Listen, just because we disagree does not.
She making herself the enemy.
Just because you see blue and I see red don't mean we can't make green.
What? Yeah. Did he freeze?
No, Bill was just paused like that. Bill, when you pause like that, somebody go jump in there. So
you pause
too long.
Y'all got it. I just wanted to say that to the sister. Y'all can do what y'all want with it.
And I'm gonna take it somewhere else just quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So like, man, in this system, right, a corporation has the same rights as a person, but the corporation doesn't have to have moral ethics. So when we talk about I'm not a business, I'm a businessman, they move through corporations like that. And then there's even something as simple as tax code 162A, you know. So now with those two, it helps you navigate the system the same way they do because the system cannot determine whether you're black or you're white without it being illegal, you know. So they have to move through corporations. And that's the importance of us using the system to get our LLCs, to get our corporate. It's not nothing to do with even business. Because when you do the study of business, you'll see I was under the impression Walmart sold enough goods to pay their employees. No, Walmart get grants and everything else. But they cannot decipher you from Walmart if you go get your LLC and you're shooting for that same grant. those same type things. So just navigating those systems and using the tax code will give us such a different outlook and way to play versus waiting for this system to change in our favor. But that was it. That's a statement.
Okay.
Uh,
Who who's
It's,
this? Oh, Sam,
hey,
I'm gonna come to you after Rico. Let me let Rico go ahead.
I for the young lady, I think you should you got to learn to take your emotions out of your opinions, because that's basically what we're talking about. We're stating our opinions, because as you see, I had wrote down right here, it says Harris and black men, because I was going to defend her against Seven. I was going to say, hey, she actually in her earlier life, she only dated black men. It wasn't until she got older that she went to the other side. But me, the way I see things and y'all see things is differently. I see that as a woman's biology, the most important thing to a woman is security. By the time women mature quicker than we do, by the time she got up in age, that white man or a white man probably was more security. I don't agree with, I do not. Y'all clearly, y'all would have to agree, see my wife to understand. Because I love black. My wife black as this shirt. Like I'm telling you, love that chocolate. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what she done, but at the same time, I can understand. But and he said about growing our own businesses. They blow up. Back in the day, they blow up our success. Do you know that America is the only country to drop a bomb on its citizens in Philadelphia? They blew up the Tulsa
I
massacre
got you, V.
against Seneca Village up in New York, and that was back then. Today, they have a man that's called Stephen Miller. What he's doing is, if there's a minority business or a black business that supports only black people and gives only black scholarships, he's suing those companies for discrimination against white people and taking and the courts are awarding him money currently right now. That's not in the news. He's trying to break down any funding for our people. So that's how they're doing it today. That's why our schools are the way that they are. Our youth don't know anything, so they can aspire to be nothing. So it's hard to have something when you have a lot of people that's getting in your way. It is even harder to make it in life. I don't agree, definitely don't agree with none of that. But I think it goes back to when we got to get to our youth, mainly the younger males, our young youth right now, because most of them are gone. But these younger kids, and try to, as men, we have to get back in their life, because that's what's missing from these young YNs, as they call it, their life. They have no discipline, no structure from a father figure.
I heard that. V, we're gonna let you, and then Seven, we're gonna come to you. And I missed that comment that she said. I went back and looked at it, but go ahead, V. What was you gonna say?
So going back to like the Tulsa, Oklahomas and all that, right? The first thing we have to do is study how they did it. So the first thing they did was cut the telephone lines in these communities so we couldn't call out to our neighboring communities. Well, today there's no telephone lines. So now we have to question like what's really stopping us. And I'm only saying this because again, I have a team club called I'm Possible. It's a 501c3. So as paperwork, I'm the same as the Boys and Girls Club, the NCAA, and up until 2009, the same as the NFL. But you also got to remember every time you turn on an NFL game, it says proud sponsor Visa. So you can only sponsor a nonprofit. They're a 501c9 now. But anyway, I'm a 501c3. I have a teen club where we do give back and we do teach kids these different curriculums. I'm getting ready to come out with an app for it in the next couple weeks. So now we can have teams from all over. And if you have a curriculum, you could put it on that app and teams can have access to it. So what I'm saying is when you talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma, in my mind, I just think about the telephone lines that were cut. But I
Right.
also have a logo, a brand called BGOP. And I put an elephant on there because these elephants is controlled by these same lines, these same invisible lines that we got to cut. So just like they cut the telephone lines, we have too many ways to communicate. Now it's about us really rebuilding versus talking about Democrat and Republic versus rebuilding what we got to do. Like I'm in my community rebuilding, shooting off for these same grants. I ran for city council with warrants and on food stamps just so I could talk to my black community and say, hey, all that talking, all that talking is just yapping. That's just capping. Y'all are in a lot better situation than I am. So a lot of y'all with these retirements and stuff, y'all can afford to run for these offices and make the changes in the community we need. But it's a lot easier to complain about what Donald Trump is doing or who Kamala is versus stepping to the plate. And I'm only saying that because the Bible says, you know, you don't judge unless you're willing to be judged up against. So I'm putting myself out there by saying, I'm going against these odds to give back to my community with less. So it's hard for me to accept anything.
Hey, well, I applaud everything that you're doing. Much respect, but you have to get up on the modern times and technologies. You said there's no way we have too many ways to communicate. They don't have to cut the telephone poles no more. It's called an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse, wipes out all communication devices. No electronic devices will work, and it can knock it out for miles and states on top of states, just like that.
If we're all talking the same language,
if we're all talking the same
language, you ain't
I feel like you're trying to give those people a pass. It's not a pass. They're always going to find a way.
You check me for talking about being positive, right? I'm checking you about being independent. I'm checking you about building our own. I'm checking you like you telling me I'm not positive. I'm telling you, go to them same kids you was talking in the same way you was talking. We need to educate them. Go to them and keep talking that while I say, hey, come to my building where we're doing this at.
That's what I'm talking about. Since you say that, I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm just going to have to let you know who I am. First off, in 2024, I ran
hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second.
No. I'm telling him I ran for mayor.
Hold up a second. I got. Hold up a second. I got 7 on the stage because 7 was next. I don't want it to go between 2 people back and forth. And I need to go to 7 first before we do anything else. So 7, what you got?
Hey, man, I just want to address the sister like who's saying that we not down for her on the other sisters because it's weird because nobody ever said that one. And just because we were talking about sisters really supporting another sister, so-called sister, who don't care for black men, I feel like she was kind of like triggered or something like that. But hey, man, without the black woman, we would have no other races on the planet, man. It's scientifically proven that all races come from her and her alone. You can't get darker tones from lighter skins, like as far as like the Caucasoid, they can't give birth to melanated babies, bro, unless melanin was introduced to them, like through a black man or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? The black woman is the highest on the pedestal, man, as far as genetics, man. So I love my sisters, but also I want to say for her to be thinking like that, she really should like Google how hormones control thoughts and how certain foods can disrupt hormones, especially is very important for our sisters. And I'm not trying to say this as a shot because I know a lot of women will take it as such, but it is very important that you all govern what you put in your body to govern your hormones because it will have you thinking incorrectly and will have you hearing things that you're not listening properly. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna hear stuff a different way when it comes to your emotions if your hormones are not balanced correctly. And these clothes and these foods, I can't say it enough. There are like endocrine disruptors in all this stuff we using to fuck your hormones up. And it's important for the brothers too, though. You know what I'm saying? We really need to get our hormones in check too, because it will make us way more aggressive and destroy each other. So we need to govern all that, men and women, but more so women, because women are more hormonal than men are. Their hormones change several times a month, as to where ours change daily, but not as like strong as women. You know what I'm saying? Ours is really based on like what we eat. Women's gonna change regardless because of the different cycles they have to go through, man. But I love the sisters.
All right, that's what's up. So here's the order right here. So according to my list, I got Melvin, I'm coming to Rico, and I'm come back to V. Guys, make sure you make a note because, like you say, we be all over the damn place. And make sure I want to also give a shout out to all our viewers. Make sure y'all don't go anywhere because you don't never know what the fuck going off on up in here. But I appreciate my guests wholeheartedly. And we're not attacking one another. We're having a discussion. And we all don't have to agree. We're not going to fucking agree. If you notice, I've been kind of quiet because some of the shit y'all saying I don't even fucking agree with. But I'm just enjoying y'all watching and listening to y'all. You know, and I appreciate y'all being on Wizzo Talk because that's what we're going to do. We're going to come on here and speak our mind and talk what we talk. With that being said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Let me come to Melvin. Then I've got Rico and V. Go ahead, Mel.
So about 2 minutes ago, Seven referred to them people as a Caucasoid, and nobody made a face. Nobody said nothing. Nobody batted an eye. Like that's
I agree.
Caucus,
Look,
man.
to piggyback off what my man said, as far as what we need to do and how we can get over as far as businesses and unity and etc. I think the issue is, as a collective, right? As a collective, is that nobody puts being black over anything else. Meaning this: if Seven is Muslim and I'm Christian, we're not gonna click. We can't get past that, right? If such and such is gay and I don't believe in that lifestyle, we're not gonna get past that. You know what I'm saying? I think too much gets in between our unity because no matter what, we don't understand that. See, what the other cultures get is no matter what, my people are prioritized. Regardless if he married outside the race or he did what, which I don't, I'm not, you know, I prefer black people be with black people. But I'm saying in other cultures, their unity is strong because they put the people and the future of their people over their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we'll never, I'm going to say never, because God willing, we figure it out. But I think that's what stops us is because we can't get over the little shit and focus on the big shit. So.
I agree.
All right, Rico.
Hey, I agree. I agree with what he just said and ran or TikTok. But if you go on my page, you'll see I'm always saying that, hey, we got to let all this little petty stuff go because it's about to come a time where we all, where we all have to come together. And me personally, I'm for my people, regardless whether you're gay, whatever. If I see one of you and I never seen you and some of them people on you, you could best believe I'm coming. I promise you I am, without a doubt. But my partner V, or earlier with what we was talking about, I wasn't going to say anything personal about what I do, but you don't know me. But what you just said, you tried to personally attack me, but you don't know me because in 2024 I ran for mayor. I ran for mayor of my town. I lost by 21 votes in a racist town when I was getting death threats in 2024. Also, my wife and I, who is Dr. Hewlett, we are currently just applied for or in the process of applying for our nonprofit because we're going to give a scholarship out to 2 Black kids every single year. I go around. My last speaking engagement at a school was just 2 weeks ago. I go around and I speak at high schools, junior high, to the youth. So yeah, you don't know me. Yeah, so I do a lot. We do a lot.
And I apologize to you for that. I apologize to you for that. And then after hearing you, mad respect to you for that and salute to everything you are doing and even look forward to collaborating with you as well.
For sure.
But again, the main point is I apologize for
I
that.
appreciate that. No, I appreciate it. And for the youth that's watching, that's the way you can disagree or make statements, but you don't have to pull out a gun. You can be a grown man to man, man to woman, woman to woman, and you can talk things out.
I was just about to say that.
There's nothing beyond a little communication can't fix. He didn't disrespect me. I didn't disrespect him. We talked about it. And whether you know it or not, dude, I lived in Killeen for 20-some years. I'm there all the time. I have 2 daughters live there. I lived there from 2001 to 2023. So I be up there all the time.
Let me let V go ahead on go because I was going to say what you had just said about that apologizing. But go ahead, V.
No, I don't have nothing else to say.
Right. Okay. That I just want to just back up for just a little bit when you were talking about LLCs and stuff like that. I think that sometimes well, I'll just say it like this. A friend of mine in Dallas, she said she don't like the Democrats because they're always trying to give you something. They're trying to give you this and give you that and give you that, you know, and just hold you down or something. And when we was talking about the LLCs and stuff like that, I think and Warren Buffett said that the tax system is I forgot exactly what he fucking said, corrupt or some shit like that. But where I'm going is being more business minded, creating these LLCs, find out what this person over here is doing instead of hating on this white person or hating on that company, whatever. You didn't start an LLC. What you have 2 LLCs or something? You said or what? V
Yeah, LLC and a corporation.
and a corporation. So you know you didn't got out, you didn't thought about it, you didn't put the system to work. You got things working for you. You're not sitting back just getting anything. You say you up there just like the NFL it was in 2009 or whatever. So like that in Rico, I've heard Rico talk about, you know, different things that I followed him on and talk about working together and getting over that petty stuff and stuff like that. So, I mean, we don't know anyone. We don't know each other. But right now we do because we talking that shit up and that shit getting passion in there and stuff like that. But I just want to ask y'all just to bring it back. Do we think people I just say people of color and some I just say people in general don't like Trump because of personal, making it personal and not really looking at the business and what he's really trying to do and what he may do? I mean, do we think it's just personal? Do we think it's feelings? Because one guy told me, he said, Wizzo, you can't put your feelings in it. I said,
Maybe
fuck
5
Trump.
minutes.
It's all in my feelings. Fuck Trump. But that was just me. But I saw Melvin had some. But Melvin, let me see, since I got V on the big stage, let me see if he gonna say something on that first.
Yeah, I kind of I think it's a lot of just personal. I grew up in rap, so I remember my first experience with Trump is from rap music anyway.
Right.
And giving them shout outs. I don't know what he really done that was racist towards an individual that any other person that owns a company hasn't done, and we still go run and work for them. So,
Right.
I mean, it
Okay.
doesn't stop the movement.
All right, that's what's up. Mel, what's up on that?
Here's my thing. So is it personal? To answer the question, yes, it's personal. Now, I do kind of give people somewhat of the benefit of the doubt, meaning this. Imagine if you're working with somebody and they don't say it to you, but they always got some slick shit to say. They're just saying slick shit. Eventually, you're gonna be like, I don't think I like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna. Eventually, it's gonna grow. A tolerance is gonna grow. Now, me being half Haitian and what he said about Haiti several times, I have family members, and I can say I have a reason to not like him based off what he has said. My thing is this: I don't know that man personally. I've never met him. I don't know his people. I don't know what kind of vices he walked with, what spirit that man got. So I can go on my hill and say, I don't like or not like him. He has a job to do. They're all politicking. They're up there saying whatever. I don't know that man to say I don't like him. You can disagree with what somebody say, but you don't know them. Just like how we just explained, though we don't know each other, we can disagree or agree to disagree, but it's still respect.
Yes.
So
Right.
I don't know that man, so I'm not gonna make it personal. I think that's the real clear cut answer. People make it personal when they don't like him.
It's
I got you,
me.
V.
Oh,
I,
I agree
Agreed.
with what you said. I don't know him not to like him because we all just agreed that our presidents, to me, in my opinion, a president is just a puppet. But they're controlled until it's something petty or some type of petty policy. That's when I believe that it's something that he done. But anything that's strategic, man, that's somebody else thinking he just the person to get out front, to get out in front of it. So, and back to what we were saying earlier, I think those people who currently occupy Israel, I don't like to say their names because they control everything, or the Democrats, right? And our people are a direct threat because we are the original Jews, Hebrew, Israelites. They've even said it in some of their meetings over there that the biggest threat to Israel is the black youth. So yeah, so and neither one of them like us. Neither one of them like us. So I mean, for me, you just got to pick the lesser of two evils sometimes, because being black in this country, man, hey, it's a lot. But but this crap going on right now, our people just chilling. Everybody, what y'all young people say? They crashing out.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me say this. B, were you fixing to go? You said.
Yeah. I just wanna say, fellas, thanks for having me on. I look forward to doing it again and connecting with y'all offline. And I believe I'm leaving at the right time.
Hey,
Tanika,
just hit me up. I'll be in Killeen on the 6th.
All right, we're gonna link up. Hey, I love you, Tanika. I don't know you, but I love you. We love black women, and
Yes.
I'll let peace. Y'all enjoy that part.
Hey, wait. Hey, look, bro. I had never met you. I know I'm gonna link up with y'all, so I appreciate you coming on, keeping your word, and coming on Wizzo Talk. So, man, look forward to you and maybe having you on again. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being a little personal up in there. You didn't have to do that, so thank you for that. So,
all right,
appreciate you. All right,
bro.
bro.
All right, love y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Hey, guys. So, 7. Okay, go ahead, 7.
Oh no, I was just saying peace to the bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me.
Hey, Paul, real quick. We both saw the same comment at the same time, and that's why we kind of made that face. But I'm gonna let 7 respond to that. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Which comment?
Which was
the young lady who had response to
earlier. Okay.
You talking about how she was saying so my hormones are jacked up because
we hate black women.
What is you was hitting?
We already adjust that one.
No,
hey, hold on, man. Let me say something, man. I found that a lot of women when they get upset, they try to say other people are triggered. It's like they new thing now. That's triggered to a woman is like calling a man a bitch back in the day. I guess they feel like that's gonna really make a man upset. But this the thing though. If she actually took the time out, because I was speaking from my heart, like she took the time out to see that the food and the clothes are truly messing up hormones. If you Google, do hormones control your thoughts? You will see that you're not thinking properly because of of your hormones are off. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just your hormones. I was just stopping at the hormones. We don't even understand that we have parasites in our bodies that can control the way we think. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you really should look into all that because you weren't hearing us properly. Nobody said they dislike black women by any means. We love our sisters. Matter of fact, we have to protect y'all at all costs. And if I wasn't looking into your best interest, I wouldn't even have told you about your hormones. But I was saying men need to look at their hormones too. We're all being affected. Men are being made more sensitive. Why do you think it's more gay dudes out of nowhere? Why do you think it's more gay women out of nowhere? Women
it's in the food.
Right. It's not just the food, too. It's the clothes. It's all that. Women are getting more testosterone. Dudes are getting more motherfucking of the woman shit. It's like, bro, we're not seeing what's happening.
No, we see it. It's just that we don't have any power. We're not in any positions of power. I just made a video the other day that with what's to come, we need to start running for local government because I know that local government is what affects.
I got you, Mel.
Oh no, I'm good. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, go ahead, Mel.
Real quick to his point. As far as us running for offices and government positions or any type of power in that line of field. The problem is what we've seen is most people have a price. And what tends to happen is if I go in there with a specific agenda for black people, for Crest, Papa John's, Walmart, whoever is throwing me a lifetime's worth of money to fulfill their agenda, now it's fuck my people. Now I'm here doing a job. That's how now all of a sudden lead is getting in kids' water, right? So we have to have our own party, or we fund our own people so they are reliable. And if they do not come through, you are not getting our vote, and we get someone else in there. As long as we have our people trying to be righteous to black people in their system where they can get bought out or manipulated, it's diluted.
Already. That's what's up. She said we don't stick together. Yeah, I heard all that. Anybody got any comment on that?
I mean, we
No.
do sit together.
Yeah,
We just
I
looking at the
actually
wrong
believe, like, it's just my opinion that the super rich, our people, that the way that they're controlled is by a threat to take their money, because them people own the banks. They can move it there. These people have been ruling this world for thousands or hundreds, and they've been doing it for a long time. They have all the power. The only way you're going to keep a person down is that's the way the military is. In the military, they don't just put you in jail for every little thing. If you don't want to listen, they take your money. They keep you broke. That's what they do. But I believe that they're being controlled like that. So because I only would hope to believe that they would want to help their people. At least they could try to do small things, but not too big things, too many big things. I just think that Puff P. Diddy, like about a few weeks before he went to jail, or a month or so, he was saying we need to create our own party, a black party in politics. He said that. A few weeks later, he in jail and going to prison forever.
Well, it's strange. I appreciate you subscribing to the podcast. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, make sure you hit me up, because I have a topic coming up later this month. What is it, Tanika? I probably said that wrong. Adult conversation between men and women. You never know where that conversation is going. I usually have 3 women on, 3 men on, and we talk about every
Hey, I
damn
need
thing.
to get on that one, man. I know it's my first time back. It's my first time back, but I never call my shot.
I want to be on too.
But I'm calling my shot, man.
You know it's gonna be interesting.
Look, and you can just give me 10 minutes. I'll just pop up. I don't gotta hog a whole spot.
Hey,
I want to hear this.
I would tell y'all, whenever we have that conversation between men and women, it's called an adult conversation between men and women. It gets deep. You never know. We go off into sex, we go in relationships, we go into all that shit. And women, they give you the answer, and men, we bring that fire. So anyway, with that being said, if anyone like to be make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that way you get the notification when you go live. If you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, make sure you send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, or whatever you got to do, and we'll get you on here. But I was going to say, since Rico mentioned P. Diddy, I was going to say, Melvin, I got you on there. I can't have all of us on there, but we're going to have different sessions of that.
Yeah,
but how long before Trump pardoned P. Diddy?
Look,
I mean, I know it's going to happen.
I'm almost certain that he probably done reached out to him at some point. I'm sure he has, and he got a price. That man, money talks to this man. Money controls him. So I'm sure, but it's not up to P. Diddy. It's up to the people that put him there.
Question.
Go ahead, Mel.
Wouldn't he have to be actually actively doing a sentence to get pardoned?
I don't know, because Hunter Biden
they just didn't give him a bond.
Yeah, they didn't give him a bond.
But the president pardoned people when they hadn't even been charged with a crime.
Yeah. So I don't know. He has that power. Well, and plus Trump has he has partial immunity. He got control of the Supreme Court, the House, and the Senate, so he can almost do whatever he want to do. But what you want to say, Mel?
I was gonna say this. I'm gonna give it 6 to 8 months, and here's why. he's gonna do something that's gonna piss off niggas so much. He's gonna get niggas so irate and mad.
Yes.
And the moment he let P. Diddy out on the street, niggas gonna be cool.
Hey, because they fear him. They fear him.
It ain't
They
gonna
fear
be.
who?
It ain't gonna be because niggas.
Puff Daddy and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Go
fear
ahead,
him.
Mel. Let Mel finish. Go ahead, Mel.
No, yeah, I was just saying right now, see, he not under too much fire with black people because he just, he putting Kobe in a park and Ali and all. So niggas kind of we okay, all right. See, we ain't too mad at him, but he gonna do something or say something, and we gonna be in an uproar. Like, and that's what they do. They give us pacifiers, right? It's like we
Yep.
mad, stand third. Here's a stimmy. Like they
Yeah.
give us something to
Yep.
push black people to the side, and the
Yep.
people that go for it. So something's
Yep.
gonna happen within the next 6 months. We're gonna be mad at them. Then all of a sudden P. Diddy gonna be out, and we're gonna
It might
completely
happen tomorrow while you playing.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow.
Because you never know with that guy. Like, he unpredictable. His chief of staff gotta be like, man, I can't do nothing with this.
And that can be good, huh? Unpredictable. I mean, that can be
Look,
good.
that
So
guy is must see TV. I don't care how you feel about him. You
Yes.
are locked in. You're paying attention.
Yes.
You are
You
paying
don't. Yeah. Because you never know what's gonna happen.
And look,
you
even
think-
if you don't care and watch, you gonna find out through other people.
So you
Yes.
think about in the next 6 months he gonna pardon P. Diddy?
100%. He gonna do something to piss niggas off too bad, and P. Diddy gonna be walking the streets of Miami again like that.
Hey,
I'm telling you, man. You heard it here first.
Hey, and all them celebrities gonna get
Seb, what you
quiet.
think about that, Seb?
Y'all think people love Donald Trump, man? Y'all need to be paying attention to how motherfuckers love his son. That's all I'm over here thinking.
His son.
Yeah, they treating this nigga like he the second coming. You know what
Which
I'm saying?
one?
Barron.
Junior.
Oh,
You talking about Junior?
That I mean, all I know is they call him Barron Trump. I don't know if he a junior or whatever.
oh, he talking about the tall one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they been on his motherfucking heels, boy. White people love the shit out of this nigga, bro.
No,
And
he's
he
talking about Trump's son.
Yeah, Trump's on. Yeah, he looks sinister as fuck too.
Don't he?
Yeah.
Don't he? He look
He
creepy.
look like he got something up his sleeve.
Yes. I believe he's the chosen one.
That's how they been talking about him online, bro.
He's the chosen one to succeed his daddy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
What?
Watch.
Yeah, that's how I'm telling you. That's how they been holding that man up, bro. If
Look,
you be paying attention to if you keep your ears to the white people, like the grapevine,
he's the chosen one.
they love that motherfucker, boy. They ready.
They have no intention of ever going back. He even said it. We win this time, you never have to vote again. He said that.
Yeah. Well, and plus he's already trying to establish and do something with the Constitution where he can run a third time. So let me ask y'all this. Oh, go ahead, Melvin. What are you gonna say?
No, I was piggybacking and said I actually saw that today. They were discussing a third term, but here's why Trump's short run so far is so effective. Because typically, to my knowledge, I'm only 27, right? So I ain't been around too long, but I've been around. Typically, during my lifetime, in a 4-year term, it seems to be the first 2 years you're kind of trying to get established and pushing out what the last president did. And then the last 2 years, you're kind of really in your groove implementing what you want, which is why that second term is so important, because now you get to see the fruits of your labor. So what's making this so interesting is that from day one, this nigga ain't played no games. It didn't take 2 years, it didn't take 2 months. It took 2 minutes. He's signing shit. He was signing shit out the gate. That's what makes this so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That big old ass Crayola. He was just signing shit. Don't even know what it was. Just sign that shit.
And what I love too is, don't get me wrong, right? Like, none of us have the fear of a Latino with an expiring visa, right? So we can be grateful for that. But certain things, I don't know how everybody feels, but dude, majority of America does feel like dudes should not be competing in women's sports, especially children. Right? So shit like that, you go, all right, man, you gotta give them that.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you vote for, you gotta give them that. Like, no 13-year-old kid shouldn't be playing basketball with 13-year-old girls.
I give him that. I give him that. Yeah.
They
That's
should
fucking
not.
crazy.
And there
Yeah,
are
I don't
only
like
two genders.
100%. And that's something he was he was advocating for when he was running again. Like, yo, we're not doing all that shit and putting all that gay shit in school.
I
Like,
agree.
that shit's dead. That shit's over, bro.
Hey,
So
go ahead.
now go ahead, Rico.
Hey, I was just gonna tell Melvin, right, that
Mm-hmm.
the reason they got the pedal on the foot on the pedal or the foot on the gas is because they got 2 years. Midterm elections, the getting ready for them starts at the end of this year. They have to get everything that they're doing done in 2 years or less because they know what they're doing. They're going to lose the people. They're going to lose the midterm elections. The Democrats are going to take back the House and the Senate. So if they don't get it done in these 2 years, it's likely not going to happen. Or that war we talking about that's coming, it may happen a little sooner. That they have 2 years or less to get everything done to take America from a so-called democracy to a dictatorship. I'm telling you.
And this is kind of going where I'm going to say when you was talking about take back, because I was going to ask, are MAGA supporters realizing that they fucked up voting for Trump? And I say that, and this is where I'm going with that, because now that Elon's up there and all of the people that's losing their job, now they're up there protesting and they're doing this. And I know Seven be like, fuck a protest. Abbott said that he was talked about school choice and all that shit. They voted his ass in there. Now they all up there at the Capitol and they marching and they protesting that and also. So you're talking about the Democrats taking back the House and the Senate. Do y'all think that since Trump supporters are realizing that they may have fucked up, that we're gonna vote Democrat and try to get these up out here? I'm gonna come to Melvin first. So thinking that they may have fucked up but he still has a loyal base out there that's saying it. But however, it's a shitload of them that I posted a map that's losing their job right here in Texas. But go ahead, Mel.
Yep.
No, I don't think they're regretting it. And the only reason I say that is because this motherfucker was the president before. Right. So I met people who voted for him in 2016 and later regretted it. So I firmly believe by the time this election came, if you were a MAGA supporter, see there's voters that are on the fence, there's people who belong to a party, there's people who don't vote. If you are a MAGA supporter, just think about that. What you said, the term, you didn't say Republican. You said MAGA supporter. There's a difference between being a fan and a supporter. I could be a fan of Kendrick music and never buy a fucking album, put no money in his pocket. If I'm a supporter, I'm contributing to the cause.
Yep,
so
they
anybody that is a MAGA supporter, I firmly believe they are ride or die. Now, shit hit the fan and you lose your job. Well, nigga, tough luck.
For me, I think it can go a little both ways. I totally agree with what he said, but at the same time, I believe a third of those people who wanted to believe the hype and they really feel like they got duped, and that's those people that's out there protesting. That's the people that's because a majority of they know who he is. They know what he stands for or what his backers stand for. So yeah, I feel like it could go a little both ways.
Okay. Seven probably don't give a fuck, but I gotta come down here to Seven.
Hey man, honestly, I kind of don't give a fuck about any of that shit, bro. Because I really don't think our people are thinking correctly, bro. We too focused on the enemy movement and not focused enough on our own movements, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of voting for motherfucking governors and mayors, we should have our own people in our communities that we vote for that should be talking to these people and You know what I'm saying? Like the voice of the community, we said somebody like that, bro, that we should be voting on, that we know wouldn't be corrupted by money or any of that shit. But unfortunately, money is our weakness for some odd reason. I don't really don't get it, man. It's no
Well,
righteous people.
just to say that, okay, I'm gonna come to you, Melvin, but don't forget that Rico said that he ran and lost by what, 21, 23 votes.
Oh no, I know that. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, it's no reason why he shouldn't have been able to turn around and go into his community and still been a voice for his people. Like, even though you couldn't be the mayor for everybody, including the white people, right? You should have been able to be the mayor for your own community. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's no reason why you shouldn't have been the person who should be talking to these other people, making deals or whatever you got to do to get shit done in your community. There's no reason why you shouldn't have been the voice of the community, and people should have been like looking to you and like helping you get the funds to get shit done for your schools and your community, and getting the children free lunches and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that really goes back to how the gangs first started. Really, you know what I'm saying? They was getting the kids school for free, food for free, all type of shit. And they start locking those leaders up, but it's no reason why we shouldn't still be doing that type of shit. And he got the mindset for it. You know what I'm saying? My man got the support. Obviously, people loved him. So it's no reason why, even though he didn't get that title from the white man, that in his own community, they should have gave him that title.
No, I totally agree with what you said, but hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I left about 2 weeks after the election because I again, in that situation, my emotions got the best of me because I was angry. After we lost, my partner who lives there, he found out through, of course, the streets, that the reason we lost was because basically people who don't know me judge me and said that I think I'm better than them.
Wow.
Exactly. That's what the streets was saying. But they don't know me, have never met me, none of that. Right. Yeah. But that is that jealousy and hate to see your own people. I'm a applaud. I support everyone. I done bought sevens. I done bought stuff from Wizzo. I support all our people. So yeah, but I was like, wow. So I left.
And I'm gonna tell you that before Melvin go ahead on and say something that RV, well, a lot of us that's been on here, we start support one another. We start following one another on Facebook and buying merch from them and doing like that and sharing this and sharing that. And I mean, because it's just free to hit the damn share button. You may not watch it, somebody else may watch it, whatever. So I will say that we have been clicking and supporting one another a lot on that right there. But let me come to Melvin, and then we're going to get ready to do a couple other things and get up out of here. But go ahead, Mel.
I see why you have 7 Uncle, man. He never to amaze me. Just when you think you know, like he said it all, he says something that gets you, and you just go, damn. Okay, here's my thing. When I'm listening to him, right, I'm thinking to myself, if this nigga was the leader of black people, like, what would he do? Like, what's the operation? Lord. Like, number one. So here's my question to you, Seven. And I don't know if I'm overstepping, I'm not allowed to ask questions. Please police me. But realistically, because you give a lot of great suggestions on what we can do, and you are very informative. You know what the fuck you're talking about. So I applaud you for that. But I'm asking you, realistically, what is something you think we can do collectively in unison to contribute to our ascension as black people? Like, realistically, like, something you think we can all get on board with.
All right, man. Honestly, this is gonna be crazy when I say this, man, for because I know everything y'all I think is crazy, y'all.
We know.
But in the black community, bro, this is what we all need to do. We all got front yards and backyards, bro. Everybody grow a different piece of fruit or a vegetable. You know what I mean? And we all feed ourselves through our community. That'd be the first thing we have to do, because if the food is not right, our minds are not right, right? So we need to first feed ourselves. And after we feed ourselves, then we get rid of the doctrine of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? We get rid of the books, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And we really need to hit our own history hard instead of learning about the history of those who have conquered. We need to learn the history of those who have lived in peace and in harmony with the planet so that we can learn ourselves because this was our people. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's gonna sound even crazier. But we also need to study deep in the past and realize that we had the Caucasian people as slaves first. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's been doing that they're doing to us, we were doing to them, but not as harshly. Like the shit how they was doing our ancestors, like taking pregnant women and setting them on fire, tying two ends to different horses and letting the horses pull them apart and shit like that. Like, bro, we didn't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, these people, right, who we call them our enemies, they're actually just trying to get revenge on us, but we don't know our history.
You call them your enemy. Don't speak
Now they
for
your enemy,
everybody.
bro.
Everybody don't call them.
They are all of our enemies. And let me put it to you bluntly.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying
No,
everybody
they not.
call
But
them.
that's what we should be calling them. I think that's the problem, bro. Because I know a lot of black people who got white Jesus hanging in their crib, and that's not even how they describe Jesus to be in the fucking Bible. And I don't even fuck with the Bible like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, we all need to know who our enemy is for us to progress together. You know what I mean? If you think your enemy is somebody over here, and I think my enemy is somebody over here, it's like what you said about Christians and Muslims. Nigga, that's separating us. That's gonna separate us mentally because we all have to be on the same page. If we're not on the same page who the enemy is, they gonna creep back in. And that's been the problem with a lot of our stuff in the past. When you look at the Black Panthers Party and all this shit, nigga, our enemy have gotten people who look like us, who love their money to infiltrate our shit and destroy it from the inside, right? So we all really have to know who our enemy is, and that's not just pale skinned people, because all skin folk ain't kin folk. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to know who our enemy is. That's that step right there. It's before growing food in our community.
Hold up, y'all both.
So you saying knowing your enemy is the number?
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying the date.
That's before knowing our
Okay,
enemy is number one. That's before growing our own food. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really should focus on first.
Okay.
Let me guys, we've been going almost 2 hours, so I want to kind of give everybody a chance to get some closing comments. And I'm gonna start with Rico because he fanning. I don't want his ass to pass the fuck out over there. Nothing shit. He having a goddamn hot flash or something. So I'm gonna start with you. So in case if you have to leave, you can get your ass off the air.
Hey, look, while you playing, look, when you called my name, I was in the private chat about to send you a message. Hey, because my wife would turn this heat on, man, and I'm up in this room and I didn't want, I have the vent closed and stuff and the ceiling fan off because it picks y'all microphones and stuff. It makes noise in the background. But were you saying I could go and talk about my little one topic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, but my topic real quick is something that happened to me back on January 11th. I'm gonna go a little harder about it here in the next few months once the case is over with. But I got pulled over by a state trooper in Texas, and basically I went to jail. And I believe that everything that happens in my life happens for a reason. I believe that God put me in that situation because when I got in there, I saw something, and I'm still currently going through something that I know that a lot of our people going through. When I was in there, man, it was so many black men in there in these cages, basically, and it was two white guys who had free reign of the jail. They could walk and go and come as they please, but the black people were in there locked up. And I know I have means that help me get out of that situation pretty quickly, but they overcharged me with some felonies. But I was able to get a lawyer and the stuff with, it's almost over with. But it's how many of them people in jail right now because they overcharged, but they don't have any money. So I don't want to talk on it too much, but we need to be aware and start asking questions about our youth that's locked up in jail, overcharged, and get the word out there. If you don't talk about it. You got to go online. You got to tell everybody to share it. Do it. Change won't. I understand what they say about the protesting, but you don't have to protest and go do all constantly do the stuff online. You can apply pressure, and someone eventually will get a hold of it or talk about it or something. But I'll let that go right there. But that's something I'll talk about more in depth once the case is over.
Right. We would definitely get off into that again some more too. And I just personally think the system and the courts overcharge us. I mean, it's the proof's in the pudding. I mean, it's been happening to us a lot. You know, you come up in there, you got the jury, you got the the all white jury or whatever, and then if the judge is going to give the sentence out or the white, so we've been getting the short end of that. I mean, you can Google that and research that a shitload. It's even been where the state troopers, I looked it up a long time ago, and the cops are profiling, and they're stopping more people of color than whites. If you got a Crown Vic driving down the road and you got a high big ass truck going through this hick town, they're gonna stop that Crown Vic. They're gonna let that truck go because they think that truck is somebody white, and this one right here is doing that. But I'll see if somebody else had any comment on any of that right there. Are we good?
No, I'm just sorry you went through that, brother. But no, I can't speak on it. You know.
And I'll say this here, and then we're gonna go around the room for some closing comments. I was on my way to work when I was working at Walmart at part time, paying my son through college or whatever. I was on my way to work. It was 4:30 in the morning. I do not smoke. I don't allow no smoking in my house. I don't allow any type of cigarette in my house or weed or nothing. Cop stopped me at 4:30 in the morning. I saw him do a U-turn. I said, this motherfucker fixing to stop me. He did. He said I had a license plate out. I have two little bit ass lights back there, and yes, one of them was out. 4:30 in the morning. He traveling north. I'm traveling south, but I'm on the east side of town. He didn't see that fucking light. So just to fast forward and talk kind of fast, he pulled me over, whatever, and gave me a warning, but he fucking searched me and all this shit, got me out of my car because he said he smelled marijuana coming from my car. God, bro, I don't smoke no motherfucking marijuana. I don't do nothing. So just to fast forward, I wrote the mayor, talked to the chief, and the chief watched the video and he said, well, the video don't have smell. So
oh wow!
I was just kind of fucked, but I just talk kind of fast on this point right here. But the motherfucker, I know why he stopped me. He searched my car, called for backup, and all that shit. I'm standing right there. I'm like, this motherfucker, east side of town, white cop or whatever. One guy said before, I don't know if it was Seven or who, that whenever it should be a black cop policing the black neighborhood, because Jason have said before, at 21 years old or something like that, and you're a young cop and you got all that power and all that authority, so that young kid may try you and then fuck up his whole career. But I just want to touch on that right quick. Let me go around the room, get some closing comments. We've been going about 2 hours. But before I do that, I like to make sure that everybody that let you know that it is absolutely free to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. If you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, reach out to me, send me a message, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, or anything like that, and we'll get you on the show. Don't worry about a topic, because I have plenty. Rico, what's your closing out, man?
Hey, throughout everything that we done tonight, the things that you've seen and heard that us talk about, I hope you take at least a few positive things from the topics that we had tonight. Everyone should always do your own research, come to your own conclusions, have your own opinions, and be able to make those statements without getting emotionally involved. Y'all stay safe, take care of one another, love one another.
Already, that's what's up. Melvin, come on with us there.
First things first, I want to appreciate you, Wizzo, for having me on, man. It's an absolute pleasure, man. Also appreciate all the people tuned in, commenting, giving your input as well. Yeah, man. Stay safe out there. Like you said, do your own research, stay informed. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. Don't stay safe. Stay dangerous. Yeah,
I feel you.
Get you a damn gun. Get you some weapons.
Yes.
Stay dangerous. Don't stay. Yeah, be the suspect and not the victim.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to see anything more of what I got going on, Facebook, it's my name, Melvin Derrico. Instagram, Mel_Derico, and it's a pleasure chopping it up with you, gentlemen, man. Looking forward to
Already,
the
that's
next one.
what's up. Seven, what you got?
Man, I just want to say it's an honor to be here with y'all again, man. Even my boy V, man, he was on the popping. Can't believe this nigga 45. Shit still blowing my mind, bro. That shit nuts. You know what I'm saying? That
Drinking
shit
baby blood.
crazy. But man, I also want to say, man, my man Melvin, man, he really got me thinking, man. Our number one thing definitely should be us all coming on the same page, realize who our enemy is, and also who our enemy is not. That is just as important as knowing who your enemy is. To our sisters out here who look like us, we are not your enemy. We don't see you as our enemy. We love you and we respect you. We support you. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here, man. So we really be putting our lives on the line for y'all. We when we speak in unison, not just for ourselves, but we speaking for you all as well. To look out for you all's future as well as our own, because it's the only way our babies are gonna be protected. And man, man, I love my people, man. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for all y'all and love for all y'all on here, man. And I just truly hope that we can move forward and just keep growing, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people would take away from looking at this today, and they might think that our man Rico and V was arguing, man, but it was all in passion. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, these brothers, they still respect each other, man. You know what I'm saying? They got love for each other, and I know they're gonna be collaborating, doing some stuff. Honestly, man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like crazy because I really do feel like a lot of the time when our people speak to each other with the emotion like that, like a lot of people can't understand that the correct way. You know what I mean? Women, a lot of women would see men talking like that and automatically think that we would want to kill each other. But I come from a place in time as to where men can disagree and we can fight, like get into fights and literally shake each other's hands
Yep.
afterwards and respect each other.
Yep.
That's just a thing warriors do. Sometimes we come to blows. That's just emotions, like bro. That us as men, like we do that shit. We don't like we warriors. You know what I'm saying? That'll happen. But as long as at the end of the day we can come together and realize that, you know what I'm saying, we're not fighting each other, but at the end of the day, we're fighting with each other. That's the most important thing, man. So thank y'all for just showing love to each other, man. Thank you for having me.
Right, no doubt, no doubt. That was deep, guys. Mel, I'm glad to have you back, man. You know, I appreciate you wholeheartedly, you know, coming on, you know, every time you get ready to come on, you know, and I'll definitely put you on the list for when we get ready to have that adult conversation between men and women. Rico met Rico through
A friend.
through Creed,
A
told me
friend we
about you,
share.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. Also, you've been on the show many a times, and look forward to having you many more
Yeah.
times. And Seven, I met Seven at work. He's been on Wizzo Talk, and I see guys walking down the hall, and they be telling me that, hey, that guy that work here, he gonna be on tonight. And I'll be like, yeah, Seven gonna be on there tonight. You know, Seven has been a diehard, you know, and guys, I appreciate y'all. There's been some fire conversation going on tonight. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
deep, and just like Seven say, Rico and V really wasn't going. They was passionate about it and really just, you know, wholeheartedly off into it. But the thing I like about it too, V apologized when he saw that or whatever and said, you know, man, you know, my apologies, because like Rico said, you don't know me or whatever. So and this was
No,
my first
Rico
time.
too. Rico had apologized too. Shit, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I did.
I was about to
And when
say
we
that.
first started about Trump.
I was about to say that too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so but we all come together, and one of the things that I like on another subject, y'all know, I tell you that my fiance bought my gavel. I was hit my damn gavel.
I saw that
Y'all
too. I meant
shut
to.
still got to use my
Hey,
damn
did you
I
gavel.
think
meant
you
to
was gonna
ask you
use that
about
Hey,
so
that, man.
soon?
hey, Wizzo, Melvin, is your page on your page? I looked you up on Facebook. Do you have on a shirt that say I need some hot tour?
I do. I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Listen, man. Hey, man. Listen. Don't get me started, man. We already.
Hey, and to the
Okay.
people that's watching, y'all make sure y'all go back up in the comments. We got a lot of merch out there, you know, some links out there. So y'all check out those links, and you might see something on there you like to subscribe to. And Melvin, I didn't get you. Before we get out, do you have any shows coming up that you want to tell anybody about?
Yeah. I'm gonna be. We're actually booking. the Miami Improv again late March. So I'm gonna post the date for that on Facebook. I'm gonna be in Miami doing the improv, and I'm currently, I guess Swizzle talk. I guess I got to give up the juicy details,
Yeah,
but
first here.
yeah, first, you heard it here first, man. I'm in the middle of finishing up our first sketch comedy show. So
Congratulations.
all the things that are in this crazy mind, you're gonna be able to actually watch instead of just on stage in a different art form. So that'll be coming. We start shooting in January, not January, June, and I'm almost done writing it. So probably towards the end of the year, we'll have all the episodes up on YouTube.
Congratulations on that. I will make sure
Yeah,
I'll subscribe, follow, share, and all that shit like that, and we'll be looking forward to it. What you finna say, Rico?
Do you go by that exact name on YouTube as well?
What's that?
Do you go by that exact name on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Ain't nobody
Peace.
mad but the devil. This is Paul Wizzo. Holla at your boy.